I'm a 30-year-old woman, and for most of my life, I was the quiet one in my family. Not shy exactly, I had friends, I held jobs, I lived a pretty normal life, but in family settings, I was always the one setting the table, helping with cleanup, keeping my voice low, while everyone else filled the room with noise. My sister Vivienne was the opposite, 2 years older than me and always the star. If there was a birthday party, she was the one making a speech. If someone brought up an achievement, she had a bigger one. If there was attention to be had, Vivienne would find a way to soak in all of it. Growing up, the gap between us was subtle but constant. She'd take my clothes without asking and return them stained or stretched. She'd present my school projects as group work if she thought the teacher would be impressed. I was the one who made detailed lists and helped decorate for our cousin's baby shower. She was the one who took photos next to the cake and got thanked for putting it all together. My parents always laughed it off. They'd say things like, Vivienne's just a bit much, but her heart's in the right place. Or don't take it so seriously, you know how your sister is. I studied graphic design in college, supported myself with freelance projects, and picked up a job at a local craft store to keep things steady. I wasn't flashy. I didn't throw parties or post curated photos online, but I worked hard and built a small client base on word of mouth alone. Vivienne, meanwhile, landed a job in corporate marketing before I even graduated. Within 2 years, she was managing teams, flying to conferences, and throwing themed brunches in her apartment that looked like something off a lifestyle blog. Our parents bragged about her promotions, her new car, the catered birthday parties she threw for their dog. Still, I didn't mind. She loved the spotlight. I didn't care for it. But then came the engagement party. Vivienne's best friend was getting engaged, and she wanted the whole thing to look Instagram-worthy. She called me one afternoon and asked if I could help her with some of the visual elements, signage, table pieces, small things, she said. When I asked about a budget, she laughed. Oh, come on. It's just for fun. And it'll be great for your portfolio. That's how she pitched it. A favor? Sure, but one that would get my name out there. So I said yes. For 2 weeks straight, I worked after shifts and into the night. I designed custom calligraphy for the welcome boards and drink menus. I hand-painted wooden signs for each table, matching the exact blush and sage color scheme Vivienne had picked. I made centerpiece jars wrapped in lace and ribbon. I even helped set up the event space the night before the party, staying until almost midnight to make sure everything was placed perfectly. When the party started, I stood in the background while guests complimented everything from the floral arrangements to the little favor tags. Vivienne smiled graciously at every compliment. She even gave a toast at the end, thanking her friend, the caterers, and the florist. My name didn't come up once, not even a quiet nod in my direction. Afterwards, she posted dozens of photos on social media, every corner I had touched, every detail I had crafted. The captions were full of emojis and so grateful messages, but nowhere was my work credited, not even a tag. Later, I brought it up, gently. I told her I felt overlooked. She laughed and said, "You know how this works. People don't care about the helpers, they just notice the person who pulls it all together." I didn't respond. I didn't fight. I just let the silence sit between us. When I told our parents about it, they barely reacted. My mother said, "You've never liked attention anyway. Don't let it bother you." My father didn't even look up from his paper. That's when I made a quiet decision. I wasn't going to offer help anymore. Not for free. Not when it meant spending weeks of effort just to be ignored again. I didn't say it out loud. I didn't make a scene. I just stopped volunteering. 2 months passed without much contact. I stayed busy with client work and started applying for a few local design grants. Then, out of nowhere, Vivienne reached out again. This time she needed help with a small project at her office, something for a quarterly presentation.